Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech Talk with CS Insider and me, Brandon. I'm excited for today's demo, today's walkthrough of Content Beta with Rasab. Rasab is the CEO and founder of Content Beta, and it's not really a product, but more so a service that a lot of us, especially startups, desperately need. Content Beta helps you create studio quality product training videos to help you retain and ultimately grow your customers, something that we all need to do more of. And so Rashad is going to walk us through his company, his startup, how they help you do that, the processes they put in place so that you can sit back knowing you're in great hands with building those great quality videos, whether you want to better onboard your customers, help them better get more value out of your product, any part of the customer lifecycle. Content Beta is there to help you with video. Video is such a powerful tool to educate and to drive those customers to success. So Rasab, walk me through exactly kind of big picture. I mentioned a little bit about video training. Kind of what is Content Beta aiming to do?
Thanks, Brandon. So to give you a sense of what we're trying to do, I'll give you a background. So we used to run a training company. We used to train professionals, mostly in employee training space for Big Fours and PwC, more into employee training for software products. And we thought that the SaaS companies had the same problem. I mean, we touch products for Microsoft Tableau, Alteryx, NIME, and these are like large enterprise products. And what about the small SaaS? So, I mean, they had the same problem. The new users, when they sign up, they are confused. If you don't help them achieve their goals, they'll churn out, right? Uh, they don't want to come on long one-to-one onboarding calls. Nobody loves to read long textual help centers. So we thought, can we help them out in such a way that they could scale their customer success? I mean, like mid-market and small SaaS, they don't have large customer education team. So we that's our sweet spot.
Yeah,
Now,
and like in those kind of startups too, you probably find like there might not even be one person even in charge of customer education or customer, like there's people wearing different hats, and so there's not a dedicated expertise there and it takes a lot of effort to create a good quality. You mentioned studio, or I mentioned studio quality, and Content Beta is trying to create studio quality content, and you do create that, which is very, for someone a startup, it can be time intensive and difficult to do. So I think you're filling a really large need for those companies.
yeah, so a lot of startups, they're trying to cut corners by using their own version of Loom videos or recording on Vidyard and
Mm.
then posting in their health center. Now telling something about a feature does not mean you're teaching something, right? So teaching requires a different mindset. It requires instructional design. Uh, it's not just saying that, hey, you click here and click there. You need to explain the whys of your product, and only then your customer is basically satisfied and understand how this product is solving his pain. Um, uh, so in terms of process, there are basically three major steps, right? Number one is uh, creating a script, right? There's a number one mistake people do. People just go live and they record the steps, right? Uh, if you if you if you take like a 2 minute concept, and for a 2 minute concept, if you take like 5 minutes, you're wasting your viewers' time. So the number one step to create a good onboarding video is to get the script ready. uh, the second step is, before even screen recording, is basically putting up a storyboard in place. Now, storyboard is more a mix of creative director and an instructional designer. So, A, how this feature or this use case has to be communicated to the user, and B, uh, how to make it more engaging. So, if you just leave your screen blank for 60 seconds, there you lost your attention, you lost the viewer's attention. So it's a sweet spot between how to keep it engaging and giving the right message to the user. The
Yeah.
third step is creating the screen recording and syncing all them up with the help of video editing. uh, a lot of a lot of hard works, I would say 80% of the hard work is done in the step one and step two, and remaining the rest of the hard work is in step three. So step three, a lot of people solve this pain by, you can even find freelancers on Upwork or Fiverr or somewhere, and you can get your video editing done. But believe me, 80% of your efforts uh, and your brain goes into step one and step two.
Yeah, because you can hire someone to edit a video on Fiverr, but if it's not a good video, no matter how much you're paying someone, doesn't really matter, right? You can edit a Loom video however you want, but if it's just you talking at them and explaining feature after feature, not engaging, you mentioned having that instructional design set, that mindset there to engage them and explain the why behind everything, you're not going to be successful, right?
Exactly. I think chunking is key to any instructional video. So if you have too much in one video, or you have too much on of your screen in one video, it reduces the effectiveness and the engagement of the video. And and for example, if the video is 5 minutes, there you lose your attention in 3 minutes, right? So you've lost that customer's attention, and you don't know how he'll react when he's in front of your product. So a lot of companies, when we started out, a lot of companies came back to us that, hey, I can't spend hours and days in teaching you how my product works, right? What's the fix for that? Because, and I understand that uh, teaching me how the product works is like, I might as well do it myself, right? So what we did was, if I can share my screen,
Yep.
uh, so we've designed a low touch process. Uh, so typically, what you do, I'll just show you something. So when you become a customer at Content Beta, you have an access to a customer portal, right? I'm just showing you a dummy ID. Um, and when you have access, you can create a request. So for instance, uh, say today, I saw that a lot of customers are raising queries for exporting my dashboard, right? So I create a request, and we ask you a bunch of questions that, hey, can you let us your video title, any use case or best practice? Can you connect me to your help center article, right? Something, or a Loom video if you don't have that. Can you give us your product's trial account access or a Loom video, right? What is the call to action? What's the duration, right? We ask few questions, and there we have it. So we don't need to get on the call with the customer each time they have a new request. This is like an example of a filled up form, right? So this has description, demo account credentials, right? And what we do is the communication for that video is on the same thread. So it's like Slack. You keep on talking about that video till you are satisfied, until you get marked complete, right? So that's a lot of hard work, but we're trying to make it as frictionless as we can, right? So for example, in stage one, so this is one of the course we created for a product called Kistro. They're a no code workflow automation. They're basically hosting our course on their academy. This is the Thinkific Academy, and it's a 1 hour course, right, with 12 lessons. And this is an example of one of the lessons. I mean, what we do, we basically create a script, right? And this script is created from their mix of help center article and the Loom videos and their product access. And it includes everything, right? So making it more conversational, shorter sentences, right? Content chunking, so there's not too much in one video. So everything is taken care of. So there's a script. Then we go to their storyboard. So this is an example of a storyboard, right? So at each scene, what will come, right? If there is an actor, what text will come on the screen? If I am using products access, uh, so these are more concepts. But if I'm using
So
products
this is
access,
something
it's
you
very,
give them. This is something you give them, the customer, your customer, after you've gone through the
yes,
script. You say, here's kind of a
yes,
visual, visual storyboard of what it's going to look like, kind of like
correct,
putting the
correct.
pieces
And
together a little bit for them.
and if I'm not there, they should do this themselves, right? If
Okay.
I mean, if you're doing it in-house. So if you're using your screen, where do you want to highlight? What example do you want to take, right? So everything has to be clear upfront rather than thinking on the fly. I mean, that's the message I want to give. We also go. I mean, a lot of our videos has an on-screen actor. So for example, we'll have. I mean, I'll just show you a sample video. So we'll have somebody who is a professional actor um, at the start of the video and at the end of the video. So there's some bit of human interaction, like human touch. Otherwise, it will just feel like you're watching a Loom video. Right? It
Gotcha.
has some basic animation, uh, zoom ins, right? So I mean, I can share the links when we finish this call.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think it's, the analogy I use is, when you're watching a movie or a TV show, you're not just looking at one screen, one shot of the show, right? It's not just one continuous long shot. A show is keeping someone's attention by changing the scene, by giving different views, different angles. It's always ongoing and constant. And I think we can take a lot from customer education. We can take a lot from that kind of perspective. How can we change things up, give new perspectives on a different topic, or just keep it interesting and engaging for them? Because oftentimes customers don't have a lot of time. They might be coming to your video and they want answers quickly, or if they want to learn, they don't want to just sit through this long, boring video. There needs to be some interaction. And I think that the way you're approaching it is smart, where you're kind of changing it up, having short chunks, an actor to give that personalized touch, and it's all scripted out. So it all is kind of within a broader understood journey of from A to B. Here's the goal of this specific video, right? It's not just putting out tons of videos because you have a feature, you should just put a video on Loom out on it. There's a reason behind everything.
Exactly. I'll give you an interesting example. It's one of our customers. They're called Ethnio. So they are into market research. They do like workflow automation for that. So right from scheduling an interview, then giving that participant a gift, then conducting the interview. So everything is on their own platform. Now, what they did was their customer success. They gave every month. They gave to us their top 5 queries on their health center. That these are the top 5 health center, most viewed health center articles. And we converted those health center articles into videos. These are short 75, 90-second videos. And believe me, next month, when they put up those videos online, the search for those, their support tickets for those queries went down to 0, right? Then we tackle the next 5 search queries, right? And that's how, we've done 4 months right now. So we've done 20 videos. And that's how they're reducing their customer support time, right? One of our customer tap clicks. So they used to do a lot of one-to-one onboarding, right? And one-to-one onboarding is good when you have fewer customers, fewer high-paying customers. But if you want to scale it up, you can't scale your onboarding team, right? So when we created a course on particular feature, their onboarding for those feature reduced from like 90 minutes to 2 hours to 15 minutes, right? And that's where they see saving the time. And believe me, you don't love onboarding Zoom calls. Even customer doesn't love spending time on long Zoom calls, right? Nobody wants to spend time on an hour.
I think everyone's zoomed out, right?
Yeah.
Zoom fatigue is real. So if a startup, they want to keep you on retainer as this team, agile team that can help us create videos whenever we need to. They sign up, they get access to this dashboard, this base camp area. And whenever they do need a video, whether it's now or a couple months from now, or whatever cadence they're going to need their videos, they would just go through that process of adding the details for the video requests. And then your team would come in and supply and start to build out the script and then the storyboard, correct? Is that the process? And then go through now, what do you think? I guess it really depends on the complexity, but generally how much time do you generally take to go from, if it is like a simple, like say 3-minute tutorial video for the help center, how long would it take from submitting the details to actually having a final product to be pushed out? And
so from submitting the details, like 6 to 8 days.
Okay, that's pretty fast.
For some customers, we even do like 40 videos in a month. So if you have a lot of information ready, we could do more, but typically we take between 6 to 8 days. A lot of our use cases are now also going towards SDRs. So SDRs. So for example, one of our customers, Comstack, their SDRs used to spend a lot of time in demoing the product, right? And they had a conversion ratio from demo to a paid customer. Now what we did was, they had this 30-minute demo and they had this 10 demos every week, so 300 minutes of demo time. What we did is for their 10 use cases, we created those videos, like 2-minute videos. It's not teaching, but it is showing their product and how it's solving their pain, right? It's not teaching that this is step 1 and step 2, but basically going through the UI and showing that, hey, this is how your pain is solved. And they cut down their demo cost and their conversion ratio is still the same. So it's like net time saving.
Great. Well, this has really been helpful. I think this is a really great service that you're offering. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our viewers about content beta, how to sign up, or just anything going on with what they should do for next steps to learn more about content beta?
So you can come to contentbeta.com, check out a few video examples, the kind of work we have done. And then you can, if you want, you don't need to call us or you need to set up a call. Just book a video from the website itself. Uh, if there is a requirement, of course, we can get on a call, but you'll receive something from us within 6 to 8 days.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining me on Tech Talk. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Check out Content Beta. I think a great step would be to try them out. If you have a video you want, check your support center. What is the highest ticketed item? And have them create a video and see, the results are going to speak for themselves. When you have a really great video that you create or that Content Beta creates for you, you can drastically reduce those tickets and save yourself time, and the value for, the value return on investment with them is going to be obviously apparent after that first test. So try it out for you, and we will see you at our next Tech Talk.